the Drought&Proud podcast.
I'm Chris.
And I am also not Chris.
And we are not joined.
I'm Nick.
We are joined by these people. Say hi.
Hey, it's me again. I'm
Hi.
Mariana.
Wait, I cut you off. Well, no, hi, I'm Isaac.
Okay.
Who do you think you are? Coming on this show and cutting people off like that.
Well, I do watch
Chris
your...
Hayes.
Wow.
You cut people off all the time.
What? Since when?
I listen
Oh, hold
to
on.
your
I wasn't
podcast.
done. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you know what? I am your number one podcast watcher, just saying.
Yeah, Isaac's been watching, I think.
Since day one.
That's
I
what he
have-
says, but
Dude, have you seen my history on my YouTube channel?
no, I haven't, because that'd be weird if I had.
Porn.
No, that's later. But no.
Later. After I watch your podcast, I watch a whole bunch of porn. Not even good porn, just YouTube porn.
I never heard of YouTube porn, but okay.
It's like where a girl sits in front of a camera and she has a shirt on,
No,
but she
it's-
like touches her boobs.
It's Spider-Man and
She's
Elsa.
like-
Spider-Man and Elsa.
That's the noise they make when they touch the boobs?
Yeah, because they don't want to get copyright. It is Spider-Man
Okay,
and
hold
Elsa.
on. I'm more
Just straight up have sex in a Spider-Man and Elsa costume.
I'm more interested in how much you know about this porn on YouTube, Chris.
It just exists. It's just people with clothes on that are just touching
so
themselves.
you've been watching this?
No, I just know about it.
How do you just know about it?
What do you mean, how do you just know about it?
You can't just know something about something and not seen it.
Chris's chest hair connects with his chin hair.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sorry.
You looking at it?
Yeah, it's just
Right
like
here?
there's like a tiny space, like maybe a finger space.
You want to know something about Nick? He gets red real easy.
Yeah.
He does. He's like
white.
a tomato.
A tomato?
You're a
Jinx.
tomato.
Man, you don't know. What is a tomato?
Not a potato.
Oh, Los Agarramos.
Or
Anyway.
a tomato. You say
Bada,
tomato, I
bada,
say
bada.
tomato.
Quiz, you're Mexican?
Yeah, I am. Anyway, today we're planning on telling some stories. So we got some stories prepared. You want to go in alphabetical order? Or you want to go in Nick's
No,
order?
go in
Nick's
Nick's
order.
order.
I'm going to tell
Okay.
a story about my favorite Facebook content. The other day I was watching Soflo Antonio. No, it was actually Joey Salads. And he was like, abduct a kid right in front of the dad.
Nick,
social
we're supposed to be telling
experiment.
stories about everyone else.
Wait, no,
telling
I'm
stories
getting there.
about okay.
I'm getting there.
There's a story.
Come on, Nick, get a life.
And so Joey Salads walks up and he takes this guy's kid and he just steals the kid.
What? Where'd the kid go?
He got abducted and he walks away with the kid and he's
How
like,
is-
I abducted your kid, and he comes back and he's like, I abducted your son, you didn't even care, and he's
How-
like, I know who you are, Joey Salad.
How is that a funny story?
Well, because the guy looked like Isaac.
Mexican?
No, it's not a
Are you
bad
sure it
thing.
wasn't Isaac?
Was he
Are you
Mexican?
sure
I
it
haven't seen
was-
this. I wasn't
Not.
abducted though.
No,
Antonio
it's not the kid
Soflo.
that looked like,
No.
you looked
What?
like the
I don't
dad
know.
looked like you.
So I think I'm gonna be a horrible dad?
No, you guys weren't listening. Joey Salads came back and he's like, hey, I abducted your kid, you didn't even care. And he was like, dude, I know you're Joey Salads.
Salad's like the
Shut
guy
up.
who's like, I like spoons.
I like salad.
No.
I like spoons.
No,
No.
salad
What?
fingers.
Salad. I like rusty spoons.
Do you know who Joey Salads is?
I like salad.
Joey Salads is a YouTube prankster that fakes all his pranks.
So
Alright.
they are all fake.
Well, they haven't been confirmed all fake, but if you watch them, you can
They're
tell that
all
they're all
fake.
fake.
If anyone lives in the North Hollywood area and they've seen a red truck, please give it to Heath. It's Heath. If you don't know who Heath is, look him up on YouTube. He's
I
there. He's a
know-
vlogger. He's
Okay,
also,
I know this is a very big deal to
YouTuber.
you, Ariana,
but it's not to
but
you.
it's not a story.
I don't care. I'm
Next
just-
story. Let's go. Isaac.
How was Nick's story? That was like
It wasn't a
shit.
story.
Nick-
I'm gonna cut it
Come
out.
back- No, don't go to cut it out. Come back to me. I'll have a real one.
Okay,
I
go,
swear.
Isaac.
It'll be spicy.
Wait, I go.
Yeah, we're
Spicy
going around in
tuna.
circles.
Yeah.
Circles,
I'm not first in the
circles.
circle, but okay.
Just do it.
Okay, so what can I talk
Ew.
about in a story? There's a lot.
I thought you said you had a story ready.
Okay, Chris, how about you? Since
Okay.
you're pressuring everyone to have a
Alright.
story.
So there's just one time where I was like, "Hey, Isaac, you should come over," and he came over, and then we
Oh,
thought we were gonna be all
lame.
cool, and like
Oh,
we went to the backyard,
I hit you in the
and we got a
face with
baseball bat, and he was like, "Okay, duck on 3," and he was gonna swing the baseball bat, and I was like, "Okay, I'm ready," and he counted to 2, and then he hit me in the head, and I felt bad. I didn't cry though. I was a big tough boy, and I was like,
felt bad. I felt like he hated me, and like I was like no longer
it
invited
was
to your house.
hilarious. No,
But,
no,
like, it's not my fault. You didn't duck.
no. You said on 3. You said 1, 2, and
I
then
said
hit
1,
me.
2, and 3 is when you're supposed to
No,
duck.
No.
Oh, I didn't specifically.
1, 2, 3, swing, not 1, 2, hit.
Since we're on the topic of hitting Chris, this one time I like randomly punched. Okay, we were outside and we were in front of our school, and we were just hanging out. It was me, Chris, Nick, and another friend. And we're just chilling, and then I just see Chris standing there, and I don't know why, but I just wanted to punch him, and so I punched him in the nuts, and
No, you kicked me in the nuts.
Did I kick you?
Yeah, you kicked me.
I don't know, I did something, but like I hit him in the nuts, and he like fell down out of air, and he called me a bitch, and he never...
I called you a whore.
Oh, my bad, but he never had like cussed like ever or said anything bad at that time, and so like him calling me that, I was like, oh my god, and I remember just laughing, and he was like so mad at me, he ignored me for like, 2 days?
I was mad at you, I didn't talk to you for a long time.
He was so mad at me, and I just thought it was so funny. And every time I saw him, I just laughed super duper hard. And he was like so salty.
Talking about cussing, I think we influence him to cuss a lot.
You guys influenced me?
Well, because you never used to cuss like at all.
He has his own willpower. He can cuss if he doesn't want to.
Well, no, but like I felt like he got more into cussing because me and
It's not because of you. It's because of the world.
Steven doesn't cuss, and I cuss all the time around him.
Yeah.
Steven, true. I don't know. I always thought like we were like more of the like
the bad kids.
Yeah, the more the bad influence.
The bad kids influenced me. Oh no, Mom,
there's a
save
story.
me.
How about Nick? Tell the story when like you hated me for a second.
Good times. I remember that.
Do we need to introduce each other real quick? I just want to.
Wait, no. Let me talk about the cussing.
Oh, that way they know. Like.
Yeah, I know, but like, I want to make a comment about the cussing thing. So, like, you remember when we used to ride your bike to middle school, and like I'd be on the back and you'd be pedaling, or maybe vice versa. And we used to listen to that song by CeeLo Green, but you only had the radio version. So we would always sing, "Forget You." And I remember talking to you and being like, "Hey, Chris, let's say the real word."
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I remember that.
And I think we're ready for it.
Yeah, we like prepared for that, and then like at the end of school we were like, we're gonna sing it, and we just walked home, and we were walking home and we were singing it, and we were like, fuck you,
dude. Yeah, we felt so hardcore,
and like, oh my gosh, it was so cool.
When I used to walk home with my best friend at the time, I used to sing that sugar sugar. Or you get
ooh, honey, honey.
No, not that one. It's like sugar,
that's a good song.
Oh, you get me so fly, or how'd you get so fly? Sugar, sugar, how'd you get so fly? Anyway, yeah, we used to like, yeah.
Baby
no,
Bash.
that's not Baby Bash.
Yeah, it is Baby Bash. It's Baby Bash and Frankie J.
Oh yeah, it is. My bad. I haven't heard that song in a minute.
Yeah,
but yeah, we used to scream that song home like screamo, like we used to scream out on top of our lungs in like the neighborhood.
Like,
hey, you can't talk when I'm talking. I said, God damn it, you always do that. No, but yeah, yeah. Anyway, we used to like scream it, and all the neighbors used to get like really mad, like, oh, there's those fucking brats walking home again. Anyway, talk about the story of how we all did this thing. Of friendship, or like.
I was just gonna say like how we know each other. Like I've known Isaac since fourth grade.
Yeah.
I've known Isaac since fourth grade.
And I've known Ariana since kindergarten. And I've known Nick since we were 2 years old. Just so everybody knows, I introduced Isaac to Nick, and they were like, "Hey, we're friends."
And then Nick left.
Well, we should talk about how it first starts. Like let's just start with Chris. Like Chris met Nick, and then later on they met Ariana, and then I'm last. So.
Why do I meet?
Okay,
Nick?
how about
Nick meet me?
How about this? How about
what happened? Nick was born first.
Can I
Yeah, it's like we met each other.
Okay, Chris.
So Chris and I were friends, and then we met Ariana in kindergarten. You have that kindergarten. And then we were friends, and Ariana and I used to do cool tricks on the slide.
Okay, yeah, can I tell you about that? Okay, so I had the biggest crush on Nick at the time, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with this little white boy. Like, oh my goodness, he has really nice hair, he's cute. And we used to play cool tricks on the slide, and Chris used to just be like standing there on the side, and he wouldn't really like do anything. And like I always got mad when he was there.
You guys said I couldn't do it. You guys said I couldn't play.
I never liked having Chris there because I felt like he was cock blocking, and so like I had the biggest crush on him on Nick. And so
Nick
anyway,
was my only friend.
I'll get over it. No, but yeah, and so like this one day I remember I was picking out attendance from this kid, and we all had a crush on this guy named Levi in my kindergarten class. So I wanted to take
Chris and I included.
They're gay, and so like I picked Levi, and then but Chris sprung up and he was like, no, I want to go. And then Mrs. Massey was like, yeah, should take Chris because he never gets picked. You always pick Levi. And I was like, God damn it. And so Chris went with me to go take the attendance. And all we did was like get the attendance and walk it to like the office lady.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. And so like as we're walking down the hall and Chris decides to hold my hand and he's like, let's be friends. And I look at his hand and I get so mad. And I'm like, why is he holding my hand? Why does he want to be friends with me? Like, go away. But that's like my earliest memory of him.
Okay, so I thought the standard procedure for walking down the hallway with a buddy is you had to hold hands.
No, what are you, gay? No.
That's what I thought it was. I've never done it before. I've never taken the folder to the front office.
Yeah, because nobody picked you.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody picked me.
I had to fight for my right to walk to the office. So that's what I'm saying. Anyway, Nick and I met each other. I met Ariana, and then I met Isaac, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, but you see, Nick left.
I didn't leave. Okay, so I went to a different school for a while. You guys already know this if you watched our other podcast.
Which one was it? Was it episode 10?
I think it was...
No, hold on, I can look it up.
It was like 18 or something. I don't know. But, yeah, so I went to another school, and then Chris met this guy named Isaac.
Hello.
He's like this loser...
Can I just say I met Isaac first before Chris?
Okay.
I sat next to Isaac.
No, but the first day, because we had to go around the class and say what we had in common with Isaac, with Isaac.
Because he sat next to me.
That's a lie.
No, because we walked into class.
It's episode 24.
We sat down, and then I looked to my side, and I was like, "Hi, I'm Isaac," and he looked at me and goes,
"Hi."
Like,
I didn't like him because he was big and scary, you know. I was a little baby boy.
Everyone was scared of me because I had what you call a mullet, but it was a mohawk.
Dude, he had a fucking mullet. It was so stupid.
Yeah, so I had really long hair. I was like the biggest kid in there, and I had.
He came in with a shirt with a president who was a skeleton. And I just gotta say, in 4th grade, that's really scary.
Skeleton president.
Do you remember that? Do you remember? It was like
I don't remember that either.
It was the $100 bill, $100 bill guy. And
Benjamin Franklin?
Yeah.
He's not even a president?
Do you remember that shirt?
Okay, yeah.
And he was a skeleton, and I saw it, and I was like, this guy's straight up, like, he's gonna beat me up. I don't know why. It was the shirt that got me, I think.
Yeah.
We went around the class. Oh, go ahead, Isaac.
Yeah, then that's when we started walking around the class, and then, like, I was talking to someone, and I was like, "You watch WWE?"
No. What happened was like, because you stood up, and then we had to have one person stand up at the same time and say we had in common. And then I stood up, and then I was like, I like Jeff Hardy. And you're like, oh, I love the WWE. Oh my god, Jeff Hardy, yeah. And then we clicked, and we were like, yeah, wrestling, whoa.
Yeah, after that, you were like, I'm Jeff, and I was like, I'm Matt, yo, what's up? We started doing our hand signs.
Obviously, I was the cooler brother, because in every situation, I'm always the cooler person.
I don't know. I was a gentleman. I was like, ladies first.
A gentleman.
Actually, to be honest, in elementary school, Ariana, I did not see her as a girl.
Everyone saw me as a boy.
Yeah, I saw her as one of my homeboys.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Dick, what the fuck? Anyway, yeah, I was always like the guy, because I was always like hanging out with like other guys, and I didn't do girl things. I just did not care about my appearance at all either. I didn't care about my appearance at all. I never brushed my hair. I wore like boy clothes. I didn't care. No shame. I did not give a fuck.
Girls that don't shave, there's nothing wrong with
them. Shame.
Shame? I thought you said never shave.
Oh, I didn't shave until the 6th grade.
I said shame.
I mean, it's 4th grade.
Well, I didn't shave until 6th grade.
She had forearm hair, like, yeah. Remember Michelangelo? Yeah.
Well, I had forearm hair because I broke both of my wrists, and they just grew back really, really hairy.
That, yeah. But no, yeah, getting the part where Nick hated me. So, like...
Oh, yeah. Good times.
Oh, my God. I didn't hate you. Shut up.
What do you mean? You told me I don't really like Isaac.
Okay, yeah, so, like, I...
That doesn't mean I hate him, though.
Okay,
that's
explain...
True.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ariana, first explain the situation happened, and then explain to them why you hated me.
I hate him.
Okay, because he used to make a bunch of drama about it, and he was like, I feel like you guys kind of replaced me because I left. And I was like, we did not replace you. You just kind of left, dude. No, because you know that's what it was. And then when we all met up in middle school, he was like, what? So salty.
All right, here.
He's so salty right now.
This is the real scooperoonie.
Bullshit.
All right?
I call bullshit.
I went to another school, and then...
Because he thought he was better than us.
This guy, Isaac... Well, don't get your face out of here. This guy, Isaac, starts hanging out with my best friend. And I don't really have any real friends at my other school. And so, my friend's hanging out with this other guy, and I'm like, oh, all right. And I meet him. He's a nice enough guy. But, like, I said I didn't like him because, he's trying to steal away my best friend. And then I'm like, hey, Chris, why don't you think your parents will let me sleep over at your house tonight? We can hang out. And his parents said no. But then they let Isaac sleep over.
Oh,
they did. I remember that.
Yeah.
You never told me that.
And I was so upset. And I was like, how come he gets to sleep over? And he was like, oh, well, it's because we're in basketball together. And so,
that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, and so there's a game tomorrow.
No, okay, what happened in that part, we were in a basketball team together, and I didn't have a ride, and Chris was my ride. So I had to stay the night to get a ride to the game. It wasn't because, like, Oh yeah,
Lie.
I was chosen. No, I had to get a ride because my parents talked to his parents asking if it was okay I can catch a ride with them.
It was funny because like I remember that night we were like watching Ghost Adventures and we were playing Ghost.
Oh, that's the best show.
We were playing Ghost Hunters.
Yeah,
and I had a picture. I had a phone that took pictures in
night vision.
And we took a picture and it was obviously a reflection. Now that I think about it,
it was
but there was like a reflection that looked like a person. So we were like, it's a ghost.
So we like turned on the recorder on his phone, so I can. But it was funny because we got into like the hallway of his house and it was really dark. And what me and Christy do, Christy will yell, "Catch me!" and I'll catch him. But this time I was too into like trying to get the recorder, and he yells, "Catch me!" and I went, "What?" and he jumps in the air.
No, that's not what happened. That was a different time. That was that day, I think. But I just randomly said, "Catch me!" and I jumped, and you didn't catch me.
Yeah, but I felt bad.
Nick.
But yeah.
Okay, but go ahead. Continue your story.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what'd you
go ahead.
Say?
Did you have anything? Okay. No, I was going to say, do you remember when we met up again in 7th grade? Did you actually remember me or did you not?
You looked a lot different.
Different? Oh, yeah, I got fat and brown.
No, you didn't get fat. I don't know if it was necessarily that you got fat and brown. I did not remember what you look like.
You didn't remember me, be honest.
Looking at pictures from kindergarten, you do look different. And, well, I mean, in the yearbook picture, you look a lot different. But then if you look at candid shots, you look a little similar. Same thing with Chris. Like, in the actual yearbook, none of us look like who we are.
No.
But then, like, when you look at the candid photos, it does look like us. I think just like we all got hella dressed up for yearbook.
Yeah.
And so that's why we don't look like ourselves.
We were.
Yeah, I was pretty one day, and then he saw me. He was like, "Oh, she's obviously a dyke."
No, I didn't remember what you looked like, but I did remember you. It was kind of like, this is that person that I did all those things with. Are you sure? Because you didn't look like who I remember.
I remember Chris going up to me. He ran up to me, and he was like, "Oh my god, hey, do you remember Nick? Nick's here." And I was like, "What? Really, Nick?" And I don't know why I was so excited, because, like, I didn't really talk to him. Like, I talked to him in, like, kindergarten. And that was the most that we really did throughout elementary. And so the fact that Chris ran up to me and, like, I knew who, like, Nick was, you know? Like, I knew Nick, and I was just, like, really excited. I was like, "Oh, yeah, Nick, like, I remember him, oh my god." And then I saw him, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's Nick!" And I was like, "What?"
Well, I just know that you knew Nick, and I don't know anyone else who knew Nick that cared. So I was like, Ariana's cool.
Well, actually,
You didn't care. You didn't really care that much.
I did. Okay, no, because I used to, when I went over to your house, he was there.
But you didn't care as much as Ariana and I did. You know?
True, because I didn't know Nick as well. But not in that, I was more like, "Hey, sports. I'm in sports."
Yeah.
Hey, let's go smoke some crack.
That was
what?
No.
I was. Hey, let's go smoke some marijuana.
I did.
That was me.
Now all I do is vape nation, vaping
marijuana.
Hey.
No, but yeah, so
cat marijuana.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
Why boys?
And yeah, we're here now.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Isaac's in improv now.
Yeah, like, okay, I never, like, okay, so going to high school. Okay. Going to high school, I was always about sports, football and wrestling. So I went to football and wrestling. Chris and Nick did football 8th grade. And then, yeah, and 7th. And then freshman year, Chris, did you try out? I don't remember.
Yeah, freshman year I was there.
He did football.
Yeah.
And then sophomore year I didn't.
Nick didn't do football freshman year. And then sophomore year you didn't. But I was always in sports because then Chris started getting into theater and improv. And I didn't know what that was. I was like, I had major stage fright. I was always afraid to just get on stage and talk to front of people. But then I went to one of your improv shows junior year. And I was like, "Yo, this is cool. I like it."
Did you go to the kill yourself one?
The one where you said kill yourself?
Well, the one that when I was like, "All you need is a rope and a chair."
That one. I went to the last one of the year.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one I was in.
Oh, yeah.
That was the one I was in.
No. I think he's talking about
the senior improv
The senior
show?
one? If it was a senior one, that we weren't in it.
Mm-hmm.
No, not the one.
We were in it, huh?
You guys were in it,
yeah.
Okay, because that was the one where I wore my red flannel on stage and I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, I was on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was all like, "All you need's a rope and a chair," and everyone was like, "Oh!" Then Nick was like, "To tie someone with," and I was like, "Shut up, Nick. We all know what I meant."
No, yeah, because then I remember I was like sitting on the air vent and I was talking to I don't know who I was talking to, but I was Liam.
Yeah, Liam.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
Liam.
And, when they were making jokes and everything, I was joking with him. I was just telling him jokes like what I was making up, and he was telling me, "Dude, you're funny. You should really just try improv." And I was like,
"Remember when Liam was in improv?"
Yeah,
wow.
then he wasn't. He was in improv for like a week because he had improv.
It was like 3 months.
Yeah, but like because of all the medical things that he had to do, he had to
Yeah.
leave school, so he wasn't.
Yeah,
But he still was able to do stuff. It was cool.
Liam was cool. I like Liam. I still remember the day you ruined. Was it Breaking Bad for him?
Yeah, I was talking about Breaking Bad, and he was like, I've seen Breaking Bad, so I started talking about the finale, and he was like, wait, I'm not done, and I was
Yeah,
like, you
you're-
should have said it. It's not my fault now. You already said that you had seen it.
Well, not even that. Like he walked up to us when we were talking about it.
Yeah, but like, still, that's his fault. It's not my fault. I've thought about it plenty. It's not my fault.
It still was funny because he's like, "Yeah, dude, I watched Breaking Bad."
I felt
And
so
then
bad though.
and Chris was like, "You should watch it." I was like, "I'm not gonna watch it. Just tell me what happens." And he was telling me everything at the end. And then Liam looked down like, "I didn't finish it." And I was like,
I felt
Chris,
so
you're
bad. I
messed
hate
up.
spoiling shows.
"Chris, you're so messed up." And he's like, "It's not my fault." And I was like, "It is your fault."
So, Nick, what's your favorite memory of ours that we've ever had?
No.
Shut up, dude. What do you mean, like, of ours?
Like, I don't know, a funny memory that we shared together that strikes your mind, that makes you like, hey, wow. Nothing, because we never have a good time together.
True.
Special me.
What's the
We
first
want-
Wait. What do you mean specifically? Like just you and
Just
I,
share
or all
a nice
four of us?
memory.
It could just be you and I, all 4 of us. I don't know. I just want to start a conversation with you.
Some of my favorite memories are probably walking home from middle school.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There was just something about that time. You know, it was like it was very carefree, and it was very just kind of like, or maybe I'm just looking at the past with a rose-colored goggles, rose-colored glasses. I think.
Mhm.
Goggles-
Rose gold.
Yeah, goggles are
Lacey has
weird.
some of those.
I know, loser.
Yeah,
I say it with
but-
love.
I don't know. Just walking home with you guys was a lot of fun. I remember singing that
Starships.
that fun song that came out.
Tonight.
Yeah, I remember.
Some
I
nights.
didn't. Yeah, no, it was
Some
tonight.
nights?
I remember singing tonight.
Mhm.
nights.
No, it's tonight.
It was probably all of them. We were
yeah,
really
that is
into
the same
fun.
one, yeah.
Yeah. It's called
Some nights.
We Are Young.
Oh, we're young,
It's
yeah.
not some nights.
Oh, wrong one.
Please.
Some nights
I
I
love
say
fun.
Cash
Okay,
in
yeah,
the
that's
bad
Yeah, that was,
luck.
sorry.
It's a good song.
It's because
Yeah, so,
Wreck-It
like-
Ralph was coming out.
Singing that was a fun one, and then breaking my phone because I was trying to dance to Gangnam Style.
I remember
So I put my phone in my mouth and it fell out and fucking broke.
Okay, they would do Gangnam Style, and I would be so embarrassed, and so I would walk a little bit faster than them, or I would try to avoid them at all costs, and somehow
Okay.
they would catch up to me, and I'd be
But-
like, "Oh, hey,"
But to this day, Nick and I still love Psy.
and I still don't really
Dude,
care.
Psy is
He
an
came
artist,
out with
this is
some
a shit.
songs just like last week, and we have listened to them, and we love them.
You really did. 'Cause remember when you made the football championship video?
I did. I used Psy. I made my first ever video that I've ever edited was a football championship video for my middle school, and I used Psy Gangnam Style. And you know, if you ever edit with a song, you learn the lyrics to the song. So I know most of the lyrics to Gangnam Style in Korean. So like, yeah, it's cool.
The
Nashi
song went
Latasha
with the
Loco
video,
Pika Jogan
though.
Nyocha. Am I right?
What?
No, you're wrong.
I feel like it's not even like close to real Korean. It's kind of just like chicken scratch.
Just from what I say, yeah.
Ocha nocha.
Don't ya nocha?
How am I cry? Like that's what it sounds like to them. Like how am I cry? I'm
No,
saying hello, my
You guys also used to do starships.
Yes, I still know that
song.
Hands up.
And
touch the
I just didn't get how
sky.
you guys like knew of Nick. Like you guys liked
I knew Nicki Minaj because
I
my
know- I
sister
didn't
played on
like
the radio.
her. Chris just always played that song.
Because it was
Yeah.
always on the radio and I liked it.
I liked her
I
because of
loved Lil Wayne in 6th grade.
Baby Wayne.
Oh my God.
Hey, I
Wayne.
liked Lil Wayne. I really did.
I
How to
I said that I
love,
liked him
how to
because
love,
that was a good song.
how to love.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just
But no, I
want you to
remember-
know.
I remember when I used to do it, I had one of these kids, Jared.
No.
I'll do the voice, the scratchy. I'll go, "Hala," and he just go, "Wee, wee, wee."
How to love.
See, that's how he
How
I
to
forgot that
love.
song existed, honestly.
How to love? Oh my god, do you
That's a
remember
good
Gangsta
song.
Love? Get gangsta, get
Get
gangsta,
gangsta.
get gangsta
Hey.
love. Do 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 do. Have Snoop Dogg.
Nope.
Dude.
And
Dude,
I think
dude.
I
the
didn't
other,
start listening
Dude.
to like music like on my own until like maybe freshman or
Wait,
sophomore.
what
Yeah,
was the
same.
what was the
No,
first
yeah.
mine is
everything
like
else was
mine's
just,
like
like,
sophomore
whatever.
year.
Then what
Everything
was-
else I just listen to pop.
what was your first
Yeah, I
like
was gonna say
artist or
everybody.
band that you liked on your own?
On my own.
Mm-hmm.
I have mine.
I have mine.
Alright.
I have mine too.
I
Go
don't
in
know
circle,
what my
Nick,
first
Isaac.
one was.
Well, we'll go back to you last.
Okay, mine was AC/DC.
Yeah, boy.
That was okay. One reason because AC/DC. Okay, all their songs are almost alike, almost like all their albums, but like they're easy to remember. I don't know why.
They are hella because it's catchy.
Yeah, it's all catchy. But AC/DC, I don't even remember. I had all my AC/DC t-shirts. Like I had all their albums on one.
I had one AC/DC t-shirt.
Black Eyes.
When was that? When was it?
It was elementary.
That you discovered on your own?
On my own?
That's what I meant.
Not introduced.
Huh? No, it was in elementary when I was just listening to the rock station. It was 103.7 KRZ.
Yeah, KRZ are the wild hair.
Yeah,
I guess the question is more like which is the one that you accepted as your own as opposed to shown.
It was AC/DC.
Yeah.
AC/DC was mine.
Yeah. What about you, Ariana? I already know.
My.
I gotta say I already know.
Well, I grew up with like a lot of rock back in the day, and that's all I knew. And that was all I ever knew. Like, I didn't know who Usher was, and I got bullied for it. It was funny.
Rock would never die.
I got bullied for not knowing who Usher was.
I didn't know the song Black and Yellow when it came out.
Black and Yellow, you know what it is.
Black and Silver.
I didn't know those.
I know. Anyway, okay, so, like, I didn't start, like, discovering my own, like, stuff until, like, maybe 4th grade. So I would say, like, I don't know, like, I really like Jason Derulo. Like, Jason Derulo was my thing in elementary school, but my first ever, like, actual, like, I went out on a limb was probably One Direction.
Yeah.
Because that was my first, like, band that I ever, like, discovered, and I actually, that I actually liked, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, these guys are, like, really cool, like, what? And now look at them, they're all on the charts.
Hey, Louis has a kid, right?
Yeah, Louis and Liam have a kid. Yeah, cute.
But Louis had his, like, just recently, huh?
No, Liam had his recently.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. And Liam's coming out with a single next week.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm. May 19th. So all 5 of them are gonna be like on the top charts. Oh my god.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do you even know me?
Enough to care about the band.
It's true. I only talked to. I remember one time I dragged Chris to watch the One Direction Where We Are movie because I had no one to go with, and I was like,
that.
Chris, please, I need someone to go with. And
I'm such a good friend. Don't forget that. Every time you get mad at me, just think of that.
Anyway, but he was like the only guy, and I remember we're all sitting there talking, and then like these girls were like, "Oh my god, is this your boyfriend?" And I was like, "No, it's just my." Okay, sorry. He just pulled out a ring that has Liam's face on it. Okay, at my 16th birthday party, I got these One Direction cupcakes, and I had like these little rings on them that had like Zayn and Niall and. Huh?
I didn't get one.
You didn't go to my 16th birthday party.
Oh wait, I went to the 18th birthday.
Yeah.
I thought that was like the one at 18. I was like, I didn't get one at your recent birthday party.
Nah, yeah, One Direction cupcakes was really dope. I don't know. One Direction's really been there for me.
My guy in the band is Louis. I was giving him
Liam.
Oh, it was Liam.
It was Liam.
I was giving him, but I care about him the most. Not because I was just giving him, but because I genuinely am interested in his life.
Yeah, he's making some dope music too.
Even though I confuse him with Louis and Liam all the time.
You confuse Liam with Louis and Liam all the time.
I confuse him with himself. No. But yeah.
My boy's always gonna be Zayn.
So yeah, that's your band?
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I gotta say my band. What?
Dodo Boys.
Is it fun?
No. Well, that's not what I thought of when I first thought. Well, like when I first found a band that I loved, where like I genuinely loved, that wasn't introduced to me by the radio. It was Modern Baseball.
Oh, okay.
So that's all that like.
That was introduced to you by somebody else.
But it was technically introduced. But like he doesn't even listen to them anymore. But I still listen to them all the time.
Well, I was introduced One Direction also. I'd say kind of. An old friend, and then I kind of.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, does it have to be introduced to you, or is it something that you say is yours? Because I don't think Fun is mine. Fun is like everyone's. But like Modern Baseball is something that I would consider to be mine because I actually care about the people and like what they do. I would
say it was more like which one you mostly like connected with.
Yeah,
like, I connected with them.
Yeah, you're like you just know like every time like you're just like when people think you're like, oh yeah, I remember you had those AC/DC t-shirts.
You see, I forced myself to like One Direction because I saw a picture of Zayn.
I would know why.
Anyway, I saw a picture of Zayn, and I was like, this guy is, like, really attractive, and I wonder what he's like. I wonder how old he is. And I learned that he was, like, 17, 16, and I was, like, 11, 12.
That's what I'm saying. You were in, like, 5th grade.
No, 6th or 7th.
Did they come out in 5th? I don't know.
They came out in 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think July 23rd, 2010, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think I remember.
The exact time and date.
Yeah, I was a huge fan. I still am a huge fan of all of them, but...
Hold on, guys. I want to hear Nick's band. Nick's, what's your band?
What's your band, Nicky Yo?
Is it like Driftless Pony Club?
I don't know. I feel like... I never really like listened to a whole lot of music. Like that was never my thing. My thing was never to like sit there and listen to music and just like listen to all the songs. I was kind of just like I would do things without music until probably like this senior year or like maybe even last year. Where I started listening to music more. And so, I mean, with that in mind, I think it might actually be Driftless Pony Club. But like the first band where I was like, yeah, like I love this. And I mean, they're still not quite my favorite band. But
they're I feel like they're more yours than mine anyway.
Well, one that's a little more originally me. I just remember you texting me or
saying that Wheezy Waiter was in a band.
Yeah, you were like, dude, Wheezy Waiter has a band. I was like, oh yeah, what? You crazy?
I was like, and it's actually good.
Dude, and I listened to them all day long.
I remember you listened to them so much last year. Like there was them and there was Trampled by Turtles, but I don't think you listened to them, huh?
Trampled by Turtles, I feel like this is kind of me too. Oh, I love that band.
I would not listen to them.
I got into like this.
I was right about One Direction,
where I only ever listened to bands with silly animal names. So like Elephant Revival, Cage the
Elephant. I introduced that to you guys, and I'm so proud about that.
What's the other one? Driftless Pony Club.
Cage is fucking great.
Trampled by Turtles. No, I guess Mandolin Orange doesn't count. There was this one called, I think it was called Starhawk.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
You're just naming off bands now.
Dude, bunch of bands with like weird animal names.
But Driftless Pony Club, I feel like, was definitely you.
I remember a band lived down the street from me. They were called Elephant and Crayons.
Hey, I don't remember that, but that's cool.
It was on my street. I don't know if you like where the hill drops into our
neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah, like that house right in front of the road is at. There used to be a band right there.
But yeah, I remember introducing KG Elephant to Chris and Nick, and I remember first playing them, and like you guys didn't really care for him, and I was like, well, I like them, and I'm going to see them in concert. Around the time that I was going to see them in concert, they barely started getting into them, and I was really upset because I had no one to go to the concert with. Finally, I found someone to go with, and I was so happy. But like, yeah, and like they didn't.
That wasn't you.
No, yeah, I'm saying like even though like I was a big fan of KG. Oh, not like a big fan, but like I knew. KG
I was a huge fan. I was so far up there.
She was like. Yeah, she was like very.
I was
very...
like One Direction.
You were attached.
I still am. I love them very much. It's just they need to come out with some more material.
Yeah.
I think my other band was System of a Down.
Oh, System of a Down's fucking great. Yeah, I grew up with them.
Red Hot Chili Pepper. I got
Red Hot Chili Peppers. I grew up with them.
But like System of a Down was like the number one.
Yeah, I'd say Nirvana was pretty much up there for a while.
Dude, Nirvana is something like everyone knows.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't know Nirvana. Okay.
We'll save that for next time.
Yeah.
Next time on the show, Chris knows Nirvana? ? Clickbait. I mean, we mentioned
how Chris met Nirvana.
We mentioned
how Chris met
how Chris met Nirvana. All right, thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
It's really sudden. Let's give our guests time to say goodbye. Ready? Say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye. Also,
thanks for coming on the podcast, you guys. It was great.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It was really good conversations.
Bye.
Look at this duck, it's pretty cool. I wish that I could be this cool. Look at this duck, it's pretty